Hey there, it's Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm here for my weekly Wednesday night live video. If you hop on, let me know where you're hopping on from. Say hi, give us thumbs up, like, shares, hugs, flowers, stars, whatever you want to send us. I've got a fun card tonight. I saw it on a card group that I'm in. A girl made this design. I should have probably printed it off to show you, but she made a large slim line, and I'm not a big fan of the large ones because they just look too big to me for some reason. So I made another regular slim line, and oh, Dawn's on. Good, she sees me, hears me. Good, thanks, Dawn. So I made the small slim line idea with hers, and she had a whole die that made what I'm going to show you guys that I'm going to try and make tonight. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you watching. Hey, Christy. Again, I'm Jill with Green Thumb Stampers. I don't really have any housekeeping. It's Celebration. For those of you that don't know, I guess Celebration is a event that Stampin' Up holds. If you spend $50 in products on an order, you can get an item for free. If you spend $100, you can get a next level item for free. And then it's either like one or the other. You can get two $50 or one $100 item. I should clarify that. But and we have a new mini catalog out right now. So if you didn't get a mini and you don't have a demonstrator that sends you one, let me know. I would love to bring you aboard. And it's also a time of year that they offer a join special. So our join special is $99 for the $125 worth of any products you want. So that's one of the beauties of our kit is you pick what you want in it. So you can then get $30 extra worth of products. So you get $155 worth of products, or you can get the free glass mat studio. And when I turn my camera down, you'll see my glass mat somewhat. They're wonderful, very handy to make messes on and wipe them right up. Your glue comes off. It comes with a chamois cloth that you can just wipe on the glass and it cleans right up. And it also comes with the silicone mat that you can, mine's still in the package, silicone mat that you can use to mix your colors if you do any type of I'll call it like painting, mixed media. Your little spots will sit in there. It's like a very nice thick mat. You can do all kinds of the good stuff. Hey, Janice, and Mom, Sharon, on your glass mat. You can use your heat tool and stuff. Anyway, it's awesome. So if you're interested in the sign up special, you can go to greenthumbstampers.com and click on join, and that will take you to my sign up. Or you can contact me, let me know. We can discuss your thoughts, feelings, why you want to do it, why you don't want to do it, what do you have to do if you do it. And the beauty of me is I don't care if you just join to get the great price, because I'm all about saving money. Okay, so with this card tonight, I am using, well, I probably should just turn my camera down. I'm using the Perennial Postage set. Let me turn my camera down. I think that's what you're seeing. Okay, so we're going to use the Perennial Postage set. My sample, I did not use this for my greeting, but because it kind of all goes together, I thought that I would try and just make this one a thank you card. My first one I did the happy birthday. I may change it up and do a happy birthday with the something fancy sets. That's the one that I originally used. The perennial postage is our spotlighter tonight with these dies. These are the dies that coordinate with it. And I grabbed this one, this one, this one, and I believe this one. I have 5 of the different dies that we're using. And I have the painted lavender stamp set that we're going to use. And I didn't use any of these dies, but I wanted to show you the die set that comes in the bundle with the painted lavender. There's a beautiful, beautiful pack of paper as well. And this is just one of the sheets. I don't probably need to show them all to you, but you know, pull it out and show you the backs. I love the pretty peacock and the greens together. Gorgeous grape. And then it does say Starry Sky, Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Crumb Cake, Highland Heather, Shaded Spruce, Lost Lagoon. Those were all, and Pretty Peacock are all colors that coordinate with it. And it's just such a pretty pack of paper. And I really haven't done a whole lot. I started out when I got it a long time ago. I did quite a few things with it, but I haven't shown you guys anything recently. So let's see, Berry Burst, Blackberry, Fresh Freesia, Grape, Highland Heather, Lost Lagoon, Orchid Oasis, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Starry Sky. So I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous set of colors that coordinate with it. And so I'm going to show you my card here. And you're going to say, out of all those gorgeous colors, what on earth, why did you pick those? Well, I don't know why I picked these. Hey, Patty. I just wanted something different than what I'm seeing, I guess, out there. Seeing a lot of the scanning that I did, Googling, whatever, searching, Pinterest searches, it's all using the paper. So I didn't want to just use the paper. So like I said, I saw a design on one of my card sites. A girl made this in the big slimline, and her die that she used made a big slimline, and it had even more skinny, longer ones and stuff of this. But I did this in a regular mini slimline for you guys tonight. So let me move that over there. Thank you, Christy. Hey, Patty's talking to everybody. So I'm starting again with a 7-inch by 6 1/4 inch piece of Blackberry Bliss. Score it at 3.5. And the more I look at this, the more I'm going to make some other samples that I will post. Maybe I'll do a live tomorrow for my 8th day of lives. And show you guys the other ideas that I come up with. But I like this size. It fits in this, just a regular like envelope that you I guess it's not a business envelope. It might be a letter size envelope from, but it just fits in there. The other ones just seem a little too big for me when you get a little greeting on the inside. But if you jazzed up the inside, it would be all right, I suppose, for me. I don't know. But then I've got 2 pieces of crumb cake at 3 1/4 by 6. And on this card, I'm just going to put a piece of crumb cake on the inside, shaking it up for myself. Normally I would put white. And I'll put that over here as well. And then to show you guys, I went and cut out, I cut all of the postage die cuts that we're going to need. I cut them all out of white for the first layer, and then I cut them all out again for my second layer, and then we're going to blend them. So let me go to my first layer here, and I used Lost Lagoon in the background here. I think I better stick with Lost Lagoon. I think the shaded spruce might be a little too green. I'm going to grab this big fern here. And my block. Wrong one. And I'm just going to stamp this fern all over on my paper. Go off the paper, on the paper. We want, and I think I even want to fill it in a little bit more than I did on my sample. I think, where's my sample? I covered it up. I think I just want a little bit more of the background filled in, like these spaces. I tried to imagine in my head where all of my postage pieces were going to lay. And then I think that's pretty good. And then I stamped it before I actually put them down, and realized that I needed to put a little bit more out toward the edges. Let's get that cleaned off real quick. The other day I had my chamois way too wet, so every time I tapped down, the ink just, or the water just gushed up around it. And now today it's drying up and I can't get the ink to come off. So close this up for now. Now the beauty of our mat is we're done with the color, so we just can wipe it up. And my little tip with wiping off your mat, got some glue stuck that I didn't get off. Try and wipe up like between colors, because if you slide your paper around while you're doing stuff, oh, this is my host code. If anybody decides that they want to place an order, it's going to be just for a couple more days, I think. And then I'm going to close it out. I lost my train of thought. If you wipe it up after, if you need to flip the paper over, it will be clean. The more you stamp and then move your paper around, you will drag your paper through your ink and then you'll muck up the back. If you don't care about the back because you're not going to want to flip it over, then don't worry about it. But that's just a good tip to keep your cloth close at hand so you can wipe up when you get too much on there, or you get it on the mat. So, oops, I filled my bottle and it's letting me know I got enough in there. So we're just going to, I'm going to glue that on. And I did tell you this is 3 1/4 by 6 inches. Okay. Hey, Teresa. Now, as I started to tell you, I cut out all of our postage pieces already. And I cut a second set that I blended on. So let me show you. I've already I already blended all the other ones just so we didn't take up a ton of time while you guys just watch me blend, but I'll show you what I did. So I started with my pretty peacock. Pick up some ink in it. And then I want this. Oh, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does matter. So let's see, this one goes this way. So that's up here. So this is going to be my piece I want over here. And so I'm going to kind of monochromatic this or gradient, whatever that word is. I want to make a gradient line from darker kind of down. So I'm going to turn a little sideways. I picked up my ink and then I'm going to start off my glass mat with the ink, and you can always go back and pick it up also off the mat if you need to get a little bit more, but I'm just going to do that so that I can get a feel for how dark I'm going. I don't want to go too dark, but I also want to have ink on it that shows up, and I probably could go down a little bit more. This is a bigger piece of paper. Then I got my Lost Lagoon. Got another brush for that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put that color down. And, you know, I could go a little bit lower with the pretty peacock. Bring our Lost Lagoon down this way a little more. Pick up off the mat. And then I've got my shaded spruce. And I got another brush. This one's a bigger brush because I started with the bigger brushes first, and these pieces were too small for this. So I switched to my teeny brushes. So let's get some ink off, and then we're just going to go back and forth, kind of blend those three up there together. Ombre, thank you, Christy. Whew. Yes. So now I've got my ombre look going on there, and I'm going to stop right there on that one. Less is more. Close these up. I'm going to take my cloth and wipe my mat up. See, I got a little bit on the back of it, but not bad. Wipe my ink off. And then now we are ready to, oh, no, we're not. Then I took my little pieces. Yes, this is not necessary. You could just measure what size pieces you need and make your own rectangles, but I just went with a piece that I knew if I'm just cutting the scallopy stuff off the sides, and then it should pretty much fit. You know, if you cut okay, it should fit on the plain white one. Okay, so I'm going to cut all those off and throw them away. And then now it should fit pretty much right on top of the plain white one. And we're good to go. And then we're going to build up our pieces now. So I've got, I might shake them up a little bit because when I built this one, I had, I didn't have it together yet. I didn't know exactly where I was gonna lay them all at. So I could probably shake it up a little bit with where I put them all, but I probably won't. So we're gonna start with the field, the weeds. I'm sure it's not weeds, it's lavender, but looks like some kind of weeds. We want that one to go across the top. So we're gonna take our Blackberry Bliss. And this is dark, and this is where I thought maybe I should have chosen a different color scheme, because this one was pretty dark. And so maybe doing one of the greens. But it's different. I like it. It's different. And you know, you can second guess all day long. I can't see the edge of my paper. I guess I'll go with it being on that line right there. And so I'm just going to put the weeds on there. I'm calling them weeds, yes. And then, because this is such a dangerous color, I'm definitely going to make sure to clean them off before I do anything else with them. Then I'm going to put this little butterfly over here in the corner. It has a big butterfly and the little butterfly, but I'm just kind of using the little one. Then we're going to go and glue that onto one of our, oops, I dried out my ink or my glue while I was waiting. All right, where's my pen? Okay. We're going to glue this one on. Then I've got this little guy here. I want to make sure my darkest is at the top. And that one, I just used, you know what I did for him? I created my own. I couldn't really figure out how some of these stems and this patch of flower tops worked. So I just made it work however I wanted it to work. So we're going to stamp down. And I don't think that they actually haven't played with the stamps enough, but I don't know that they actually go on any of the stamps. I think that they're there and they don't really line up. You just fill in with them. So that's all kind of I did. I'm just kind of filling in with them. But how did I do it? Oh, I went like this. Where it looked like, let's go over here. I'm going to clean that bottom one off because he's not going to have a stem to attach to. So let's wipe that bottom one all the way off before it comes into play. So now I'm going to go ahead and put these three down. Clean it off. And then now we'll use it. I'll ink him back up and I'll put him over here on this side. And so that's all I did with these four. I think that, like I said, they're just filler, but I have to do some more investigating as to if that's actually how it goes together. Sometimes people will do videos showing you what pieces go with what, like in that rustic crate. That one saved my life finding a video that showed me how to put that crate together. So I thank those people that figure that out and then share it with the rest of us. So now there's another one. We got our big one, and that's just the bouquet that's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of, I'm gonna tilt this because I want to put a butterfly on it. I'll tell you, my chamois gonna run purple when I go rinse that out. Whew. Where's my butterfly? I'm gonna put him down here on the bottom. We're gonna glue it on. To our postage. And now the one card that I saw, and I didn't investigate the gal's page close enough. She had up in the corner, it said like 30C or 9C. And I don't know if that was a stamp set or how she got that up there because it was white. And I'm thinking she did the same that I did, but maybe not on this piece of paper. Maybe she had white ink that did it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to go look. Dig into it a little bit, but gosh, I love getting inspiration from, I watch a lot of non-Stampin' Up people just to help give me other perspectives of, shouldn't say I watch, I see posts of people's cards, just card making groups. And I get a lot of inspiration from other manufacturers, the things that people use and the different talents that other people have out there with being able to color and watercolor, and it's just beautiful, some of the work that people do out there. So it helps me to see what other people do with other products that I can also use in my journey. This one I probably could have cut a little bit shorter, cut off a little bit more of the what do we call those? The scallops. Cut the little scallops in. And on this one, I'm just inking up the tops. And I'm going to go across down here at different heights. And fill that in. And I think like this guy, this other stem that's in here, I think like this one, this stem, it does coordinate with like this. I think it sticks out, but I could be wrong there too. But it makes sense that it's got a stem, or this one has a stem to go on. And then maybe all these little dots go, heck, I don't know. What I do know is I'm digging this card layout. And my last one, oh, I gotta glue this one on. My last one, little tiny one that I made, I had just filled with the butterflies. But when I came to showing my resident creative director, he said, well, there's no place to put your greeting, your sentiment. And I said, I was going to put this somewhere else, and this was late. I said, I'll just put a skinny strip across the front, angle the ends, and just leave it in white across. And he thought that that might take away from the rest, so I had zhuzhed that up, so you can zhuzh it up and then stamp on it, and I'll show you that real quick. It didn't stand out as much as I had wanted it to stand out. That's fine, thank you, right here. So that's why I went back and did it on white. So let's see, we're gonna just ink up thank you. Right here. Can I get down there to see it? We're going for it. So I don't know that that stands out as much as having it on just plain white. So I'm gonna just do plain white. I will wipe off my ink this time. Let's see, I gotta get down here. A little bit low. It works. We're gonna glue it on. Oops. Gonna glue it onto this. Right here. And because I dropped that glue, we just wipe it off. And we are good to keep going. And I think, let's see, because I got that low, is my butterfly gonna fit in there? I'm gonna try. Hmm, close. But it works. I like it. So now let me close up this dangerous ink thread here. Oh, you guys like the white, that's good. And then I'm just gonna glue them on. And you can pop up more, less, all of them, none of them. I laid it out a couple different ways. I wanted to cover, you know, the bulk of the card front. I stuck that one under. And then I tried to go in like offset somewhat from this edge so that everything wasn't even Steven. Glued that one flat. Glued this one flat. And the same thing, I'm gonna go in a little bit. This guy glued flat. Pick that corner up. Pull that one out a little more than the others. And then I'll get a dimensional for the back of that. And I popped that one up. Overlap a smidge. Maybe a bigger smidge because I want it to be pretty uneven, I guess, is a back and forthy kind of thing. And then I got my inside and I used the bouquet again with my Lost Lagoon. Up. And then I just picked I had a birthday sentiment on this one, I believe. Sending love and best wishes to go with the happy birthday. Thank you for your friendship. How about you are loved beyond measure? I don't know if that'll fit in there. That's too fat. So let's go with you're simply marvelous. Or you mean the world to me. How about I find that one? You mean the world to me. Because I did just use thank you was all, so. Nope, I'm gonna grab, I can't thank you enough. Sorry for all the contemplating, who cares, right? But because this is a good card, I want to make sure that it flows and makes sense and I did find with this stamp set with all the curves and stuff in it that it does it is hard for me to line up the flow of the letters and stuff. Yeah. Can't tell you how many I wasted the other day because looking at the curves, it needed to be at an angle, and so I kept wanting to adjust it, and every time I stamped it, it was crooked. Got to trust the process and know how you put it on there is the way that it's supposed to go down. It does work. All right. In the home stretch, guys. So now I'm just going to glue this inside. You can still write on, I thought this crumb cake, you could still write on it nicely. And it was a different look than the white or vanilla. So we'll glue that down. And there we go. I mean, you could add a ribbon, you could add bling of some sort. I did not think I wanted to jazz it up that much. I just wanted my focal points to be my little postage pieces. So there we have our card for tonight with the perennial postage words and the painted lavender stamps. And then, like I said, the die set. I used 5 of these different sized pieces to make all of these. I used this one twice. So I got 5 postage stamp pieces to create that card. Yes, Dawn, I like that it's stamped as well. I just seems when we get away from stamping and there's so much beautiful paper right now that it seems to be a lot of designer series paper being, I don't want to say the focal point, but being the focus and not quite so much stamping. So I have been trying to get back to a lot of actual stamping the last couple of days, just to feel good that I'm doing some stamping. So I thank you guys for watching. Oh, you got me back, and I'm thinking you're looking at my desktop. No, you are looking at my desktop. I wanted to get me back up there. Good thing I didn't though, because I was not paying attention. I was cleaning my stamps while I was talking. So I appreciate you watching, everybody. Stay tuned for tomorrow, because it's only February 8th tomorrow, and I got 20 more days after tomorrow of coming up with live videos. So again, if there's something you want to see, you want me to show you how to make, technique you want me to try, email me, comment, message me, whatever. You guys have a wonderful night. I thank you. Appreciate you for sharing and commenting and watching and just all the support. Yeah. Thanks for helping me grow. You guys are the best. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.